ahead of Veterans Day, which, by the way, remember, is on November 11th, we want to introduce you to a veteran fighting for a seat in the House and talk about the importance of heroes serving in Congress. Joining us now is Air Force veteran Anna Paulina Luna, who is running, of course, for Florida's 13th congressional district against Democrat Eric Lynn. Thank you so much for joining us. It is great to see you again and speak with you.
Very happy to be here.
So how are things going for you? We can take a look at this latest poll, and they look like they're pretty good, at least heading in the positive direction for you.
So I can tell you that this was a poll that was actually done by a reporter that's largely favoring Lynn, but we actually dropped polling, and as of Friday, we're showing that we're 7.3 points ahead. So
wow.
We're not letting any of these polls go to our heads. We've crossed over 50,000 doors door knocking, made over 89,000 phone calls, and that is the power of grassroots. We're being outspent 12-1, and we are still winning.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to even talk about that. The numbers, the amount of money that's being spent by Democrats really across the country shows that they are more than a little worried. What are the main issues you think, just speak to being a veteran, that are concerning veterans across this country and specifically in your district?
Well, right now there's a huge distrust with, the faith in our military leaders. We saw the botched withdrawal in Afghanistan. Here in Pinellas County, we were directly affected. One of the 13 killed in action, his mom actually lives here. So I think that people want to know that our leaders know what they're doing with our military. And then on top of that, we saw what recently happened with the PAC Act. As you know, they were using veterans to pass this massive bill, but we saw that over $400 billion didn't even go to veterans. And so I take that very personally. I will be representing one of the biggest veteran communities in the United States. And I can tell you that we are going to be absolutely advocating for these people in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. One of my good friends, her son was there in Afghanistan at the gate when that happened in Afghanistan, and he was not thankfully injured, but it's a huge issue. Joining us now is former National Guardsman who served in Afghanistan to join the conversation, Alex Skarlatos, running for Oregon's 4th District against Democrat Val Hoyle. Thank you very much for joining us. Great to see you again as well.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So your take on the biggest issues specifically facing veterans and there in your area?
Well, I mean, I agree with a lot of what Anna said. The botched withdrawal, I think, was huge, especially going forward, dealing with Ukraine, Russia, China, and Taiwan, and having the exact same leadership. I mean, no one was held accountable for that terrible withdrawal and the largest loss of life from a ground attack in the entire global war on terror history. I mean, I think that's absolutely scary with the position that the world is in currently, having the same people in charge of our military.
I just hope, Anna, that people don't forget about that when they head to the polls, because so much has happened since then in terms of foreign policy. Now we have, Russia at war, the threat of nuclear war from both Russia and North Korea.
Well, the fact is I don't think they are. In fact, here in the state of Florida, at least, I can tell you that Republicans are outpacing Democrats. And because of our governor, we now have not only a Republican state, but a Republican county. And of course, we have President Trump that will be in Miami tomorrow. So I think there's a lot of momentum here, but I think that this just signifies the shift that we're seeing nationally to the Republican platform.
Yeah. Alex, your final thoughts?
I mean, we kind of have the opposite problem that Anna has. We're Democrat on the county commission, state rep, Senate, Congress, all the way up to the presidency now here in Oregon. So I don't think the Democrats can pass the buck for this bad economy and terrible inflation.
Yeah, but they're trying. They're definitely trying. And the economy is significantly the #1 issue really across the board. People just want to be able to afford to raise their family, feed their family, and they want to live in safe communities as well. And we definitely want to support our military and veterans. Anna Paulina Luna, good luck to you. Alex Skarlatos, good luck to you. And we will be watching your races closely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
real news
For real people.